Well, two more games as we try to figure out who are the next two teams to enter the semifinals. But of course, in these two games that we're just about to bring you, they need to go through this. This is a knockout quarterfinals. And of course, we're talking about in our first game, makikita natin ang University Perpetual Health System Delta Altas as they go up against the Far Eastern University Tamaraws, and then later on the De La Salle University Green Archers will be going up against Colegio de San Juan de Letran Knights. Welcome everybody, and we're back here at the Filoil EcoOil Center in San Juan. Benji Santiago, kasama ko rito si Coach Mike Perez, and later on Megan Cabrera will be joining us at courtside. Well, knockout ito, Coach. So dito na magkakaalaman. Every game from now on, all the way till the finals on Wednesday, are all very, very important games.
Like what you said kanina, it's win or go home for all these teams that's remaining here in the 16th Filoil Preseason Cup, and this promises to be very interesting as we go on with the playoffs.
It sure has been quite some time since we last itong University Perpetual, ang Perps nga, no? Na makapaglaro. Pero they top the NCAA bracket dun sa ating eliminations, and they're back here. And tingnan natin kung meron pang resistensya naman para rito sa Far Eastern University Tamaraws na fresh na para wala pang 24 hours.
Yeah.
They're back here and playing once again. Ganyan talaga eh, no? Gusto naman nila yan eh.
Yep, and third game in a row for FEU. We'll see how that much of activity in the last 3 days that they played, how much of it is really going to take their toll, or is it going to be consistently achieved itong performance itong FEU.
Kagaya nga ng binabanggit ko, there are already two teams in the semifinals. Yung match-up na lang, yun ang kailangan nating malaman. Of course, itong University Perpetual Health System Delta Altas, talagang pahabaan sila ng mga pangalan ng mga eskwela na to, no? Pero ang mananalo rito, makakaharap ang University of the Philippines, who are already in the semifinals. Of course, tapos mamaya yung laban natin na La Salle at Letran, ang mananalo naman doon makakaharap ang defending champion sa Preseason Cup, ang NU Bulldogs. Of course, dalawa lamang ang talo nitong Perps or Perpetual, ano? At titingnan ngayon natin dahil always, they managed to be number one during the elimination sa kanilang grupo, pero they have been a lot of challenges that they had to go through. Mga close ball games din yung mga panalo nila. No?
Yeah, yung mga close ball games that they had in the eliminations, makikita natin how that changes as you go into the important games of the playoffs.
And over at the other side naman, ng Far Eastern University, ito nga sila, maaga pa sila, nandito na. Sarado pa nga yung ilaw, nag-i-ensayo na yung mga players dito. And yun nga yung binabanggit natin, back-to-back games, do they still have it? Mo Fatty really came out very, very well, performing well yesterday. But who knows what's going to happen for today. So if you're ready, we're also ready. How about us going to our venue announcer, Ryan, for the introduction of the starters?
Returning by Rojan Montemayor. Power forward number 4, James Tempra. Sector number 24, Go Fatu. On guard number 18, Royce Albuquerque. And shooting guard number 20, Cyrus Torres. And coach for FEU Tamaraw is Mr. Denham Miranda. Referees for
Here are our starters, and in this matchup, it's an NCAA team going up against a UAAP team. Welcome once again. Yan ang ating mga starters para sa magkabilang teams na magbabakbakan nga in this knockout quarterfinals. Win and you can move on to the semifinals. Lose and we'll see you around.
Yeah.
Oh, Fatty will be jumping para sa FEU. He was tremendous yesterday. Let's see if he could pull off the same kind of a performance in this ball game. Samantala, matagal-tagal nga natin hindi nakita itong University of Perpetual Help, ang Perps, as they get the first possession here in this ball game.
Well, you mentioned about Fatih kanina. He could be a difference maker in this playoff game for FEU, depending on how Perpetual will be able to defend them. As you see Rocky knocking down that elbow jumper.
How about that? Roque getting the first basket here in this knockout winner-go-home quarterfinals. In the meantime, Cyrus Torres with a basketball for FEU Tamaraws. And let's see, they go inside. Mo Fatty was unable to catch that one. And the first turnover in this ball game.
Yeah, but I like how Nunez was actually closing out from half court. Big man guarding on Torres shows you the flexibility of the bigs of itong Perpetual.
In the meantime, Perpetual, they have the first basket. They have the basketball back on their side right now with the shot clock winding down at 6 seconds. Jumper is a miss. FEU's turn. They haven't been able to make an attempt earlier, but right now an early foul is going to be called against the defender of Mo Fatty, and that is Nunez.
Yeah, you always look for FBU to go out in the open and run. Lalo na pag nakikita mong si Mo Fatty is nauna sa'yo. Dahil advantage ka na kagad from a big standpoint.
Here's the baseline inbound. Cyrus sizing up the situation. Gets out of trouble as they set this one up. And a three-pointer has been delivered by Roger Montemayor. Well, he was practicing those kind of shots earlier when they were warming up. Sabi ko nga, mga may gitsang oras pa. Nauna pa nga sa akin dumating tong FEU.
Yeah. Actually, kanina nakita ko rin, very early those guys are getting their shots up here. Sarado pa yung ilaw, ano?
Yes. For some of those who are following, especially itong Far Eastern University, yung pagpapa-init nila kanina and being early here, they were shirtless.
Yep. Well, that you didn't see in camera.
Baka may mga, you know, syempre, alam naman natin, yung mga may crush-crush na mga players. They were shirtless. Dapat pala maaga kami. Hindi naman kayo papapasukin na maaga. Patay pa ilaw. In the meantime, Perpetual trying to get back the lead here via these free throws. Ooh, lane violation, doubling. So possession arrow points to the FEU Tamaraws. 3-all very early in this ball game. The Perps brought in their band and trying to really hype them up in this ball game. And to, syempre, gusto naman lang nilang lituhin naman ng FEU. How about this pressure in the backcourt being applied by Perpetual? Pero look at this blow-by move. Everything but a shot. Mo Fatty still falls short with a jump hook. FEU still has it. And they will reset their half-court offense. Firing long distance. Roger Montemayor with a second three-pointer here in the first period.
Yeah, it's the second time they've hit Montemayor from the outside, and that guy's been sinking it from there.
6-3, lead for FEU. Perpetual will try to get closer with Nunez Even Mo Fatty was in front of him. No problem. He delivers.
Yep, and alam mo naman itong Perpetual, they're using the triangle offense. A lot of time that ball goes down in the post, and you have to be creative if you're doing yes, especially as you go up against the big in Mo Fatty.
6-5 is our count. FEU with the lead and with the basketball. Royce Alforque trying to find the open man. Corner three! Oh my goodness! Roger Montemayor! What did he have for breakfast and lunch today? I want to have the same thing.
Actually, yung gravity ni Mo Fatty ang nagdadala sa mga depensa papunta dun sa shaded area. So, hayaan mo na yung mga shooters. And right now, you know, they're paying the dividends of making Montemayor get those attempts from outside almost unchallenged.
And most probably Perpetual did their scouting yesterday,
Yeah.
did their video watching and everything, but FEU always going to Mo Fatty inside and leaving players like Cyrus Torres. Roger Montemayor already has 3 3-pointers here in the first quarter. So napapabayaan yung mga shooters from the outside.
That's right. And they turned to zone that time and allowing the shooters to take it from the outside as well.
Unproductive offense here, one and done for University of Perpetual Help System Delta Altas. As we take a look at how about Royce Alforque getting his first basket. Sabi niya, ako rin titira din ako.
And so far, the guards of the Tamaraws outplaying the guards of Perpetual.
You know, itong dalawang teams na to, I don't know if they met somewhere outside of this preseason cup, pero sabi nga natin dito, ito na yung mga pagkakataon yung mga NCAA teams nakakasagupa na yung UAAP teams.
And right now, itong Perpetual turning into a bigger zone where they extend to the shooters outside. But you have to be able to challenge and get those rebounds too.
Roger Montemayor, he's everywhere on the floor. He knows it. You can see it, and his teammates responding and complimenting him with a great action here in the first period. 3 3-pointers and then another basket, and takes the lead of FEU to 8 right now going into this timeout.
Cyrus Torres, who has been on playoffs mode for the past 2 games for FEU, says para may labas niya ang kanyang laro, he keeps in mind the trust that his teammates give him, as well as the fact that stepping up is their only option given some injuries and some missing men. Sabi nga niya, mental toughness ang panawagan ni Coach Denok at malayo ang mararating nila basta't walang magre-relax at malabanan nila ang pagod at mga off days. All of this leads up to their season 86 goal of making the Final Four. But for today, he says, regardless of the results, they will go all out. Benji and Coach Mike.
And that's what we're seeing from them so far. Not from Cyrus Torres, actually, but from the rest of the guys we know. But Cyrus Torres is also most probably doing his thing. Intangible man yan. Pero lamang sila rito ng 8. Everybody has been able to make some contributions, big or small, for FEU.
And clearly, Coach Denok is actually having his mind set for season 86, mentioning that goal about getting to the Final Four. This really is why we have Filoil for all these teams.
Yeah. In the meantime, Razon gets himself involved in the scoring. Jelo Razon for Perpetual. So coming off a timeout, managing to score. Now FEU's turn. Cholo Año is in the game right now for FEU. Their shot clock, it says 7 seconds underneath. Good defensive job by Perpetual.
Well, that time around, that showed the advantage of the bigs on a standstill post up there.
3-pointer short for Perpetual. Chola
Wow, what a
Grabe.
Yeah,
Ibang klase yung cambio na yun. From primera all the way to tercera, kwarta kagad. Ganun.
Cholo Nuevo showing us the moves, little in and out. That defense got frozen, drive straight to the rack. Nobody even resisting that attempt.
FEU back to an 8-point lead.
Look at how high Fatty is defending against Nunez.
How about this three-pointer? And Avis with his first basket.
And John Avis is one of those key players in the rotation of Coach Mike Sagigit that he really needs to step up. That guy's been shooting pretty well from three, but his two-point percentages, roughly about 30%, he's got to work on those.
Turnover on FEU. Here comes the attack here. And turnover also for the Perps. Play broken up. Good save. Nope. Not quite. FEU basketball. How about the extra effort by Razon?
Jello Razon wanted to save that ball to keep that ball going. As you know, pag live yung turnover, hindi nakaset up yung defense, you can immediately attack on the other end. But that time around, unfortunately, he got caught stepping on the end line. And dito mo naman makikita yung depth ng guard nitong Tamaraos. Imagine Patrick Sleet coming in the final 3 minutes of the first quarter.
And most of the time, he would really come off the bench.
Right.
Pero yun nga, sabi ko nga, dahil back-to-back games ang FEU, kaya si Coach Tenok Miranda knowing how to manage yung times and minutes ng kanyang mga players on the floor. Cholo Nuevo banks basket in. And FEU up 7, largest at 8 a little while ago.
Right now, the big three of FEU right there on the floor at the same time. Talking about Torres, Nuevo, and Sleet.
Foul underneath. Si Aaron Baguno ang natawagan with a foul, but it's a shooting foul. So Abis will be shooting 2 free throws.
Ito si John Abis is one of those players na, remember when we were talking about the players coming out of the Muntinlupa program, this guy is also coming out of Muntinlupa. And having played for Coach Mike Sagigit has really enhanced his post play, even his perimeter game, especially in the triangle offense system of Coach Mike.
Well, he has shown us that touch from the line, making both free throws. A three-pointer once again delivered here, the fourth for FEU. How about Baguno also knowing his stuff, shooting. And how about the foul count and move here for the Perps?
That time he saw that middle was open, and it's a scramble defense altogether. Just laid it up with that sweet floater right there.
So Perpetual also doing their thing, not really giving up.
Yeah.
And still fighting back. They may be down by 8 right now, several times during the first period. But those outside shots have been clicking for FEU.
Yeah. And Ferreras is one of the top 3-point production from the Perpetual team. He averages 9 points per game with 1 assist, and 1 steal for Perpetual.
Well, there was a double lane violation, and this time around possession arrow points to the Perps. Underneath. No way that you're going to be coming up with a decent shot. And FEU throws it away at the other side.
Nuevo had the right thing in mind to try to give it up for the Ona was running that rim run, but Ona's got to be able to go in front of the defense para mas clear yung pasa as opposed to getting it over the defense.
Approaching the final 2 minutes of our first period. Wow. Don't they want the basketball? Lagi nilang tinatapon eh.
Yep. And John Avis not making any decision right there. Committed himself. Turnover for the Altas.
2014 FEU, another timeout has been called on the floor. Back here at the Filoil EcoOil Center. Aba, maaga rin ang mga taga-Lasal. And it sure has been quite some time also before we had a chance to see them back again here. Of course, they're going to be playing in our next game, laban sa Letran yan, here in the knockout quarterfinals. And making sure that they're just relaxing for now. And watching closely this ball game that's happening between FEU and Perpetual as Patrick Sleet dishes off a wrong pass and could not be converted on the other side by Perpetual.
I feel Ferreras could have given up one more dribble before lifting for that attempt.
Now they go inside here for FEU. Oh, denial! How about that? Ferreras making a big stop underneath.
4 Perpetual players actually converging inside the shaded area on that attempt by Ona. But Ona really had to just get that shot up.
Feeling ni Coach Denok, malaking pagkakamali yung ginawa ni Patrick Sleet. Balik ka muna rin sa bench.
Yeah.
He threw a bad pass. He threw it to the opponent. And Año Nuevo will not be denied, especially from that range, very close to the basket.
Just too much power right there on that entry pass from the baseline. Intended for Año Nuevo.
In the meantime, Boral unable to connect underneath. The defense was all over him like an umbrella on a rainy day.
And Perpetual keeps sticking to that zone defense, but they gotta be able to challenge those shots too.
2 3-point shots for Aaron Baguno. Pareho sila siguro ng inalmusal at tinangalian kanina ni Roger Montemayor. In the meantime, Boral, making a basket para rito sa panig ng Perpetual.
Actually, both teams shooting 50% from 2, but yung difference maker is yung 3-point attempt. 71% for FEU versus 25 for Perpetual, and the volume attempts from 3 is really on the Perpetual side. See this beautiful under goal stab here.
That's for Perpetual, the way they want to execute. And you made mention already, Coach Mike, as with regards to the 2-pointers, wala namang problema Perpetual. It's just that the 5 3-pointers made by FEU really did something for the Tamaraws here in the first period.
At itong Tamaraws, kahit na they're playing man defense against the triangle offense, which yun naman talaga yung gusto talaga ng triangle offense, they're making it difficult to get that ball entered dun sa poste, kaya hindi ma-initiate yung offense.
JP Boral, who gets fouled by Miguel Ona, will be shooting 2 free throws. Free throw stories here. Perpetual is 3 of 5. FEU has not gone to the line yet in this game. A miss in the first.
And this is a good opportunity para dito sa Perpetual to close out the quarter strong, especially without Fatty on the floor.
Yun nga dapat no? 1 of 2 for JP Boral. FEU still protecting an 8-point lead. With 20 seconds remaining here in the first. Royce Alforque directing the offense for FEU. Difference of 3 seconds, game clock and shot clock before we end it first. Alforque doesn't drop. There's still time here, 3 seconds remaining. The extra pass. And still FEU defending very well, even when the buzzer's already sounded off. No last shot celebration here for Perpetual. Roger Montemayor, what a ball game he has displayed here in the first period. It truly had the right heat up and warm up prior to the start of this ball game. And FEU Tamaraws, let's see, so far they have the edge at the end of the first 10 minutes of play, 25-17 against Perpetual. We're just about to start with our second quarter of action. 55% shooting for FEU in the first period, 40% for Perpetual. And my bad, I'm sorry when I said it's back-to-back games for FEU. Actually, for the last 3 days,
Right,
back to
last
back
3
to
days.
back.
Right. That's the third playing day in a row dito sa ating 16th season ng Filoil.
And they have the lead.
Oh, good block there.
Yeah, that was JP Boral coming up with that shot block.
Tsaka mapapansin mo doon, naka-zone sila, ang Perpetual, through Mive going middle, hindi gumalaw yung nasa corner ng lumilayap kasi alam niya, sumushoot sa 3 points so he has to stay there. And good recovery there on that block by Perpetual.
We just saw Miguel Ona back in the bench earlier. Ito si John Ray Pasaol was blocked. Perpetual.
Grabe yung depensa ng FEU against Perpetual. Everyone on ball.
Foul on John Ray Pasaol at the driving Ferreras.
And Ferreras has been trying to puncture and lacerate the defense of itong FEU. He's been getting those open runways for layups and he's really taking advantage of those.
2 points so far for Carlo Ferreras trying to add up, shooting free throws. So still the free throws, Perpetual.
Yep.
FEU has not taken any at all from the
Correct.
line.
Correct. And you know, if you're not shooting enough free throws, it's either you're doing really good defensively or you're not defending at all. Well, in this case, mukhang yung mga shooters talaga ang production from the outside kaya kukonti yung mga free throws attempts.
9 free throws, 5 conversions for Perpetual here in the first half so far. And once again, this is the second quarter. And G. Santiago, Coach Mike Perez, Megan Cabrera at courtside here at the Filoil EcoOil Center in San Juan. So they made a stop, Perpetual, down by 7 as they set up their half court here.
Oh wow, beautiful handoff.
Oh, not just beautiful, beautiful, all caps, especially after that dunk by Roque.
That time around, they went to the corner series nung triangle. Kita mo talagang pagpasa dun sa corner, binackdoor kagad eh. When you commit so much on that guy in the corner, that backdoor's always gonna be open. And look at that slam right there by Roque.
Not only that, they're catching up.
Yeah.
Those are impact points.
Yeah.
Panggising yun eh,
Correct.
ginawa ni Roque.
Correct. I mean, if they closed out the quarter strong with that last possession, nag-carry yung momentum over and, you know, they're starting to build on that.
Nevertheless, FEU still protecting a 5-point lead. It's Chola Nuevo with the basketball. Sleep with a 3. Long and strong. Roque the rebound. Here comes Perpetual once again.
Oh, good slip.
Ito tingnan natin, Roque. 3-pointer. Yun ang hindi masyadong effective para sa kanila eh.
Yeah, Razon earlier missed out on Abyss as he slipped. Open siya sana sa baba.
1 of 4 ang Perpetual.
Look at how much attention Fatty is getting from the defense of Perpetual right there. They're really trying to locate where the guy is.
Well, that's their main option. Pero those outside shots have been falling for FEU. So parang nagiging decoy pa si Mo Fatty.
Correct. And Boral did the right thing defensively there. Ibablock ko lang to kaya na kumuha ng rebounds.
Slate comes up with a steal. Slate puts it up. Off balanced. And he's just wondering why there was no call.
But that's going to be a feisty matchup there. Sleet versus Razon. You know, we'll see more of that. Lumabas lang si Jello, but that's going to be feisty all throughout this game.
Pagaran in his plays for Jello Razon. Sa side ng Perpetual.
Oh,
wow! Yun lang. So Sleet making up for some boo-boos earlier.
Yeah. Everybody was preoccupied with that elevator exit. What a block!
Mo Fatty, not in front of me. Naliliit ang kalabas sa akin. I don't know if he could say that actually in Tagalog.
You gotta attack though. Scramble defense. Good.
So Roque once again knocking down a jumper. That's his 6th point here in the first half. 27-22 lead here for FEU. They got it back. Courtesy of Patrick Sleet. Outside jumper, Mo Fati. He's fouled before he could get up. Will they be giving him continuous play for that one?
Yeah, I think he's going to get free throws on that.
Okay.
Look at the Interperpetual team standing up to applaud the effort of Boral, because he really gave them really good quality minutes. Boxing out on the big man, closing out on shooters. And yun yung gusto ni Coach Mike sa mga big men niya that can actually both inside out play it on both ends.
And Boral also contributing 5 points in the first half. The first point for Mo Fati. Yesterday against Jose Maria College, he was the go-to guy for FEU.
Ito si Fati is normally good for 6.7 rebounds. And believe it or not, 7 assist average per game for this big man right here.
Kaya nga. 28-22. Yun din ko minsan di ba? Coaches have been teaching that to the big guys. Hindi pwedeng ring lang ang tinitingnan mo kahit malaki ka. You also have to be on the lookout for your teammates. They might be in a better position than you.
Right. Oh, wow.
And how about this off-balance shot for Cholo Año Nuevo? Not a very difficult shot to take. He's got 8 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and he's at the line. And the first, the second basically free throw here.
Right.
Trip to the line here for FEU because Mo Fati 1 of 2 earlier.
Well, that defense was actually sagging off Año Nuevo kasi feeling niya da-drivean siya. So he'd rather give up that jumper, but this left-handed player's got sweet shots from the perimeter too.
Completes a 3-point play. FEU by 5 right now, by 6 basically, 31-25. 6 minutes and 10 here in the first half. Whoever wins this will move on to battle it out against University of the Philippines.
Well, that lane's pretty clogged there for anyone in the white to get in. Lalo na si Mo Fati is there. That reach and that spread on that wingspan just covers every passing lane inside.
Kala yata ni Royce Alforque kanina hindi sa kanila yung bola. Wanting a challenge from Coach Denok. Then sa kanila pala. Okay.
Okay na kami.
Sleet.
Wow.
How about this setup from the corner for the three-pointer? Now the three-point shots are not falling. Asan na ba kasi si Roger Montemayor?
Pinahinga konti after making 3 3-pointers in the first quarter, you know.
It's ready to check in at the next dead ball situation. Yes, Perpetual is knocking down at the door of FEU. The lead has been cut down to 4.
Yeah, and that's the important thing for the, division at group leading Perpetual. You got to be able to stay in stride against this FEU Tamaraws.
Shot clock down to 5. Play broken up. Perpetual playing good defense. Right now, let's see. As they try to get closer. But of course, Cholo Año Nuevo denying that shot. Perpetual, that was Barcuma. RJ Barcuma was denied. Ball stays with the Altas.
Yeah, defensively, sinasabi nila palagi, you have to know your personnel. You have to know the guy you're guarding. That time around, they know Barcuma didn't have that jump stop. He knows he's going to do that 1-2 step. So, inabangan na lang sa taas.
Pero bola pa nga rin ng Perpetual. They're just down by 4.
There you go.
Oh, nice move. Di nga lang, baliktad yung Pectus eh.
Yeah, that actually was one of the very few times they were able to get that ball on that elbow spot for that pinch action. But wala pa rin puntos na nakuha.
In the meantime, Royce kicks it out. It's a three-pointer. Nope.
And that's going to be a push from behind.
The last three-pointer was from Aaron Baguno of FEU. And I think all happening back in the first period. Nothing falling for them here in the second quarter. Kaya eto na ang Perpetual. Yon ang pumasok. Naman.
That's Ferreras again with another 3. And this guy's been a gent so far for Coach Mike Sagigit.
Third three-pointer for Perpetual, and all of a sudden we got a real close ball game here. 31-30 FEU. We are on a timeout. 4 minutes and 21 remaining here in the first half. Perpetual is back in this ball game.
Yeah, and they're back because they're shooting much better from the field. Now they're shooting 44%. Kanina they were under 40. So more conversions and better shot attempts here for Perpetual.
Bumaba naman para sa FEU. Only 41% this time.
Right. And the threes, you know, medyo hindi pumapasok na konti. They've made so far 1 out of 4. It's the start of the second quarter.
Cholo back to Royce for FEU. Shot clock down to 3. Somebody has to put up the shot. Royce, nothing there. Perpetual with a chance to take the lead.
And boy, itong si Boral talaga really doing a good job on Mo Fati. Kahit na yung roll kanina, hindi niya pinabayaan mapasahan.
Jelo Rason finding a way to enter the defense. He was squeezing himself in.
Tsaka masyadong maliit tingnan yung shaded area pag nandun si Mo Fati. No? Kahit you see that open spot on the floor na pwede mong apakan for your footwork, it's still when you go up, you see that reach of Mo Fati. It's gonna make you change your shot. Exactly what happened to Jello Rason right there.
He's only got 2 points so far, Jello Rason. And now he's got 3.
Yeah, ito si Jello is actually one of the 3 players that I feel is missing on the rotation of Coach Mike Sagigit. The other one being Omega, of course, only played for 3 games, but that guy's just been sensational on the field. Shooting
pero nagkaroon ng injury
70, nagkaroon ng injury, diba? But he was shooting, what, 70% on the field. And so, you know, you get a lot of it, especially sa 3 points because he's shooting 50%. So somebody needs to step up for Omega on that aspect for Coach Mike.
Tied at 31 right now. A chance to take back the lead here for Perpetual. They got the ball back momentarily. Cholo Nuevo came into the picture. FEU, where do they go to? Cholo with a pick from Fatty. Cholo takes it all the way, gets fouled, and he's going to be shooting 2 free throws.
Nakita mo yung drive na yun ni Anyo Nuevo. He was left-handed but he went the right side. Ferreras could have easily exploited na, you know, tumulong. Pero hindi makaalis si Ferreras kasi nasa corner si Torres. Pag kinake out lang yun, titirahan ng 3 ulit.
Well, for one thing, some of the breaks going the way for Perpetual. Cyrus Torres has not managed to score yet in this game.
Yeah. And is that a plus factor for Perpetual? Yes, but you don't want to get him going in this game. Because if he does, he's been leading so far this Tamarao's team with 13 points per game.
Cholo Nuevo unable to make any of those 2 free throws.
After making 1 earlier, you know.
Kaya nga, tabla pa rin tayo rito. Knockout play ulit. Reverse, masikip. Evan Baguno can't find the hole that time around. Here's Perpetual.
They want to go to that 2-man.
Oh, naipamigay yung bola sa kalaban. Yun nga lang. Up and down basketball here. And finally a basket. Perpetual is back on top here in the first half.
Transition play, open floor basketball's been the best chance so far na nakaka-score itong Perpetual.
33-31.
And kailangan i-exploit nila to. It's gonna be 3 minutes without Mo Fati on the floor as he's right now rested on the bench.
Miguel Ona hard off the glass. Perpetual, they lead. Will they continue to take a lead here? There was that push, that rebound play. Miguel Ona ba? Tinawagan dito.
I think, yeah, it's Miguel Ono. A little bit hurried shot para kay Ferreras kanina. I don't feel he was able to set his feet for that shot. That closeout was long. Pwede niya sanang atakihin yung pabalik ng layup eh.
He was excited. It was open.
Oh, yeah. And sabi nga nila is yung open floor na nakaka-score tayo, dun tayo sumubok pumuntos.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Wow, how about that slashing move for June Roque?
That was the first time we saw interior passing work for Perpetual. And why Mo Fati is not in the shaded area. So it's easier to pass on those open seams without Mo inside the shaded area.
Well, just try to imagine. Let's get back right in the first quarter when June Roque was able to put up a dunk.
Right.
Because Mo Fati was not on the floor.
When the mouse is away, the cat is away, the mouse will play. So, you know, that big mouse is not there.
Slate. Ito naman yung mga free throws. 3 consecutive free throws missed already by FEU.
And so far, Patrick Sleep able to just come up, I guess, with 2 points pa lang, ano? Itong si Patrick.
How do you like that? Break still going the way of FEU. They missed 2 free throws. Ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch of Perpetual. 14 of the shot clock of FEU, and they're down by 4.
A good defense there by Perpetual.
Sleet in the corner. That's a 3. Aaron Baguno also has 3 3-pointers here in the first half for FEU.
Ayun na naging dilemma nila sa baseline out of bounds. Kanina panay pasa sa loob na nakaw. Ayaw hindi nila binigay, pero yung 3 binigay naman nila.
3 kay Montemayor, 3 kay Baguno. Ito na naman ang FEU. Baguno, hindi na bumaba. Yun nga lang, napalakas. Dapat tumatras ka eh.
O kailangan balikan nyo kagad to habang wala si Mo Fati.
Montala Perpetual exploiting that situation. Although that baseline jumper didn't go, but they managed to get the ball back. Oh, this risky pass right there. Still basketball for the Altas.
Alam mo, kinakausap siya ni Coach Mike sa gigit. Sabi niya kay Bural, hindi mo dapat pinasa dahil masyadong tight. Even if you see that backdoor coming, you know, you have to look at space. Wala eh.
Parang, bakit ka nagpapanik? Lamang tayo.
Yeah. And he was already backing down. Eh. Yun ang strength niya, yung post-up eh.
84 seconds before we end the first half. It's the Perpetual Altas with the lead, 35-34. Back here in the ball game. 9 seconds to shoot here for Perpetual. Hanging on to that 1-point lead. Oops, taking some time. Okay lang naman pala. June Roque once again.
Ganda ng setup play niya ni Coach Mike sa gigit. Couple of back picks, setting up that roller from the top.
Don't look now, but 15 points already the contribution for June Roque and Perpetual.
Oh,
here's another 3-pointer. Aaron Baguno has 4 3-pointers for FEU.
And more importantly, all those 12 points now coming from the 3 region. How about that play right there for the FEU Tamaros? Little baseline drive, ending up with that baseline drift kay Baguno, libre sa corner.
Aaron Baguno, iba ang kanyang focus right now. I mean, this has got to be the best game that he has played here for FEU sa ating preseason cup. Imagine that. He's got 12 points. He's averaging 7.5 points per ball game.
Yep.
Although he's coming down with those big rebounds. Almost
Correct.
5 rebounds per ball game.
Correct.
At mamaya, aba. Meron palang magandang mangyayari sa atin, especially for FEU at the end of the first half. Courtesy of Reyes Barbecue. Oh, ano ba yan? Mga 10-year supply of barbecue ba yan?
Napakasarap pa naman ng barbecue ng Reyes. Sana
An individual award will be handed out. The Reyes Barbecue later on. Oh, another three-pointer. Finally, Cyrus Torres getting his first basket in the ball game. Ayun na, miscore na, Coach Mike.
Yep.
Cyrus Torres. And they're back with the lead. They made a stop. They're up by 1. 25 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Another 3 attempt here.
Cyrus Torres could not go back-to-back. Perpetual naman wanting to grab back the lead. This is an air ball for June Roque.
And you can see, each of the teammates actually pointing to the clock. So dapat last shot tayo. It's only 11 seconds remaining. Clock management, you gotta know time and possession.
Ay, 15 puntos na ako. Daman-daman ko, coach. Royce Alforque with a drive. Unable. Underneath. Miguel Ona lost it. There's still time. 1 second. May titira pa ba? Nope. All the ingredients of an exciting ball game because this is a knockout quarterfinals. We have seen it after 2 quarters. The lead changes. The comeback of a team down by as much as 9 or 8 points. Pero eto nga, Aaron Baguno, ito yung binabanggit natin courtesy of Reyes Barbecue. The best rebounder sa ating quarterfinals. Wow, Aaron Baguno. Rebound pa ng specialty mo. Bakit ka nagtitira ng 3?
Oo nga. Baka magkaroon pa ng 3-point specialist.
Grabe. Pero meron siyang 4 eh.
Oo nga.
My goodness. All right. So that's the end of the first 2 quarters. It's as close like anybody or everybody expected. 40-39 FEU over Perpetual. We are at the half, and what a ball game that we have witnessed so far after 2 quarters. They really mean business. And of course, some serious games. As we saw Roger Montemayor burning the hoops very early in the first period. 3 3-pointers. And of course, over at the other side, eto naman ang delivery ng Perpetual with June Roque with a dunk. And then the 3-pointer continues para sa FEU. June Roque doing a lot of things for his team. Pero of course, ito yung mga numbers natin. Things have already made a big turnaround, Coach Mike.
Yeah, if you look at this, maganda naman yung shooting percentage ng Perpetual Altas, pero it's really the 3-pointers made. That's really the key difference here for between these two teams. Halos lahat, everything is equal eh.
Ito nga, 17 points already for June Roque. Baguno with his 12. Montemayor with his 11. All outside shots. The sniping accuracy of FEU. But still finding themselves just slightly ahead.
Ooh.
And ito na naman, lamang na naman uli ang Perpetual. June Roque, sali ako sa 3-point scoring.
Well, here's the thing. Jude Roque has not yet seen anybody who can control him from the outside. That guy's got 20 points already in this game.
And they're up by 2. And FEU unable to convert. Roger Montemayor has gone cold all of a sudden. Ang tagal din niya nakaupo, hindi kaagad siya naibalik eh, no?
Yeah, and si Montemayor come up with what, 11 points as we saw in the graphics kanina. He's 3 out of 3 from the 3 points and 1 out of the 1 from the perimeter. So the guy's shooting 100%.
They lead by 2. They want to lead some more. Shot clock though, down to 5. Off-balance shot pero nakapingwit ng foul. How do you like that move? Sumabit si Royce Alforque.
Yeah, Jello Rason had the right thing in mind on that middle ball screen with Mo Fati just waiting on the wings on the drop coverage inside the shaded area. So ayaw ni Jello na gamitin yung screen na yun kasi paglabas niya, si Mo Fati makakaharap niya. So ni-reject niya and settle for that elbow jumper. And luckily he got fouled.
And makes the first free throw. Jello 4 points in a ball game so far. He's already got 2 rebounds and an assist across his name. Splitting his charities.
And Perpetual right now shooting roughly 60% from the free throws. You gotta shoot better than that.
And they're up by 3 as FEU. It's down. Cyrus Torres only have a basket, a 3-pointer to show for. Royce Alforque, slashing move and hitting the layup.
Kung mapapansin mo, si Boral talagang binabantayan niya itong si Mo Fati. So when Mo Fati lifts outside, wala nang rim protection para dito sa Perpetual, kaya madaling nakaka-layup ang FEU.
Roque floats it up, bitin. Parang inabot din yun eh, ni Cyrus Torres eh. FEU with a chance to take back the lead in this offensive thrust that they have. Alforque inside, Mo Fati off the glass. Second chance will not be denied.
Iba na talaga matangkas. Napapadali. Halos sinisilip na lang yung ibabaw ng, ng rings. Ika nga ni Coach Melo. No? Sa taas, sinisilip na lang.
Yes. First field goal yun ni Mo Fati in this game. FEU now up 1. They made a stop. Royce Alforque once again setting it up. He fires. Gets it. Back to back for Royce Alforque.
How much more will Perpetual keep going under those screens with those shots coming from perimeter and from outside? You have to be able to stay attached with your man.
Meantime, Jello Rason hard off the glass with that layup, bothered by the presence of Mo Fati and Royce Alforque right now. Lead up 3 for FEU. Torres being given a pick by Mo Fati. Torres. Wow, the reverse!
That's exactly the point that we were mentioning kanina. Nilagay nila sa 2-man game ito si Mo Fati. Wala na namang rim protection para dito sa Perpetual kasi nando si Boral sa labas.
FEU takes their lead. Up to 5 right now. Largest at 11 back in the first half. the bothering and towering presence of Mo Fati. You have to change your shot. Nevertheless, Pagaran was just given a second chance right there and finally getting a basket.
Correct. And nakita natin, lumi-up si Boral noon. Put back nitong ni Pagaran. But si Boral kanina, tama yung ginawa niya. Nasa labas siya, close out si Fati, libre yung baseline, kukunin ko yan.
You know what I can see from Mo Fati, hindi pa nga nakakalundag masyado.
Right. I guess yun yung difference kanina when we were talking about si Endong of St. Clair. No? Pag ganun, kayang sabayan ni Endong yung ganung reaction.
48-46 FEU. A little bit of the coordination of the feet and his body. Ito si Mo Fati.
Yeah, and I guess more than the speed is the speed of reaction. That's really the difference, di ba?
Cholo with a miss for going for a three.
Oh, bad.
Turnover likewise. Or turnover for Perpetual.
Ayan, nakikita mo si Boral nasa labas na naman. No rim protection. Much as we know that Abis can defend, but there's no help on the other side when he went reverse on that attempt.
And that was just a very difficult shot to make. But Cyrus Torres managing. FEU just by 2.
Good rotation there by Abis.
And a foul midcourt by Cholo Año.
Yeah, good read by John Abis. He knew that when that offense swung from left to right, alam niya yung entry pass na yun. Good deflection there by John.
Taking into consideration, if you are really enjoying this ball game, this is a knockout quarterfinals. Basically the same thing to expect for the next one to come. La Salle versus Letran later on. Also a knockout quarterfinals. UP and ND are already in the semis. Naghihintay na lang ng dalawang teams pa to complete the final 4. And then on Wednesday, the battle for third, and then the finals. So our invitation continues. Check us out here at the Filoil EcoOil Center in San Juan. And Pagaran backs it in. Oh, I'm sorry. That was Nitura with his first field goal in the ball game.
Sabihin ko sana, bench na ang tagal mag-develop ng offense na yon para sa Perpetual. Pero mabilis sa side ng FEU.
Cyrus Torres knocks down a three-pointer. If not for those three-point shots. Ganun din kami. For Perpetual.
Both shooting really well from beyond the three-point area, above 40%. Itong dalawang teams na to.
8 of 16 for FEU, 4 of 10 for Perpetual.
Kita mo yung closeout ni Boral. Talagang alam niyan titira, kaya nandun siya kagad.
Royce inside, Mo Fati, the jump hook. Here's Perpetual. Tied at 51. Break the deadlock.
Good pass.
Line out a big basket. And nope, it doesn't fall for Perpetual that time around. A miss by John Abis.
But make no mistake about it. Si John Abis, trailer 3, that's a threat. Because he's really good from 3. Especially going down.
He's got 5 points and 4 rebounds. Ito naman, napalakas naman for Cyrus Torres. Gusto magpaulan ng tres nitong dalawa. It's turning out to be that kind of a battle. Who's the better shooter? But right now, Royce Alforque with that floater, and it drops, and FEU back on top. And Royce Alforque, his contribution, 8 points, and he's got 5 assists to boot.
Good decision there by Royce, keeping that ball in his hands hanggang walang nag-defense sa kanya before he made that shot.
A miss by Perpetual. FEU taking care of a 2-point lead.
That's the second time in a row that we've seen Ferreras end up that possession para sa Perpetual. And I'm sure there are other options for Coach Mike on that offensive end of the floor.
Torres was trying to penetrate. And there's a foul. That's going to be called. Is it on Boral? JP Boral? 3-player substitution here for FEU. Mo Fati will sit down. And I don't know if Perpetual likes this kind of a situation with Mo Fatty, no interior defense, or at least somebody who can bother them with their shots.
Yeah. And makikita mo talaga si Coach Denok, pinapahinga palagi si Mo Fatty with the 3-minute mark of each quarter, no? So that he comes in fresh on the second.
Cholo Nuevo with a three-pointer. And how about FEU? That's their 10th three-pointer, 10 of 20, 50%.
And what's amazing is 19 of their attempts coming from three. 19 of the 50 attempts. That's almost 40% of your attempts coming from three.
Why not? Kung pumapasok.
Tapos ang taas ng percentage mo, di ba?
Yes. Ibang players naman nga nagko-contribute for those three-pointers for FEU. Like Cyrus Torres, Cholo Nuevo, nawala na nga.
Yeah.
Si Roger Montemayor and even Aaron Baguno. 56-51 for FEU.
It's a little 1-2-2 here by Perpetual, really trying to close out on those shooters much better.
But great defensive job by Perpetual that time.
Yep. And Perpetual turned to the 1-2-2 para it's easier to close out dun sa mga shooters. Kasi kung naka-zone na 2-3 ka, yung big man mo, hindi masyado makaka-close out right there. Everybody can close out on shooters and almost 1-2 steps away from any attempt from three.
Is Nathan Sevilla in the game for Perpetual. 56-51 lead for FEU. Another three-pointer. Miguel Ona the rebound. Oh! Why do you have to pick up that basketball and throws it to the other side?
Angelo Rason really playing below his normal numbers. And he's so much better than this offensively para kay Coach Mike.
Balik agad si Mo Fatty for FEU.
Probably want to close out the quarter strong. 1 minute break lang yun para kay Mo Fatty in this quarter.
Sleet.
Wow!
John Ray Pasaol finding a hole in that defense and getting a basket. His first two-pointer.
Ganda ng ball movement and man movement ng FEU on that last set.
Samantala, this could have just gone in. Claiming he was fouled. No call there. So Ramirez have to defend. And FEU throws the ball away.
Well, si Patrick Sleet thought all the while there was somebody filling up the corner habang dumadrive siya. But, you know, there's nobody in there. And so that turnover.
58-51.
Wow.
Sleet with a steal. Parang binaliktad lang yung mga letra ng pangalan niya. Sleet with a steal.
Yeah. Pero yun naman talaga ang strength nito si Patrick Sleet. Aside from, you know, dishing, is able to make those defensive stops as well.
FEU takes their lead up to 9.
Patrick Sleet actually leads the assist department para dito sa Tamaraos, averaging 4 assists per game. But defensively, those stops too. Woo!
1 minute remaining. Third quarter. Three-pointers what they need, but it's long and strong in FEU. Almost a bad pass here. And a steal for Perpetual. June Rocket takes it strong. He's fouled and settled for 2 free throws. Sleet with his second.
But you knew that your defense was coming in late and sagging. Could have been better off just pulling up closer, but you know, he wanted to invite some more contact. Probably to get an end one. Sana yan sa mga pinituro ng mga coaches ngayon. You try to finish in contact para you get that extra free throw attempt.
Well, he has done pretty much a lot of the things for Perpetual. He's got 21 points right now.
Right, and that bench point too.
Imagine 22 of the 52 na output ng Perpetual. Galing kay Roque.
And how about Montemayor and Baguno naman sa side ng FEU, scoring 20 off the bench points earlier para dito sa FEU.
FEU with the basketball, Chandray. Offensive foul on Miguel Ona. Siya nga. Pangatlo na yan ni Miguel Ona.
Either way, I feel that ball could have still swung para sa Perpetual kasi yung side ball screen medyo dikit masyado si Baguno. Dapat lumayo siya ng konti para ma-open yung gitna sa dribble penetration.
Uh-oh. The effort was there, but somehow it still turns out to be a turnover. Jello, tumama na nga kay Coach Denok Miranda.
Oo. Ano, kita mo yung si Coach Deno kanina kung paano hinimas yung bola. Parang gusto itira yung 3 points din. Libre siya eh.
Tsaka pampaswerte. Pamahaluan niya. Sleet. Cross-court. 3-pointer off. Sleet getting it back. They'll have the final say. Pero Roger Montemayor, as I mentioned earlier, when he was hot in the first period, that was all that he could show for. Nothing happening for him here in the second half. But we still have the third quarter. And what action have we witnessed here? June Roque knocking down long bombers. And ito naman, kind of a circus shot para kay Cyrus Torres. 3 points baka nyo, magpaulan nga tayo para dito sa dalawang teams na ito. Sleet with a steal!
Love that play on the word.
How do you like that? 60-53 FEU over Perpetual. Back inside the Filoil EcoOil Arena here in San Juan. And this is the fourth and final quarter. 1 quarter for us to be able to figure out who gets into the semis, knockout quarterfinals. FEU outscoring Perpetual back in the third, 2014. And FEU getting a lot of possessions like that offensive rebound.
Just a little more active offensively, especially on those boards. Itong Tama Rouse.
John Ray, where does that ball is going to?
Oh, we got a player.
You can only wonder.
Is that Rocky down?
Last touch pa ba ng Perpetual? Or is it going to go the other way? And wow, Jun Roque naman. We're going to be taking a look at that sequence right there. All eyes.
Yeah, I think that's Boral on the floor.
We're on. That's Boral.
Yeah.
JP Boral.
See that again.
That was the case right there. Look at this.
Tsaka nagpahirap pa nun, everybody thought that ball was gonna hit the ring.
Oo.
It shot over the board. So everybody parang nasira yung tempo eh.
Yes. As for JP Boral, ako lang ang nasaktan eh. Nevertheless, Perpetual.
Yeah.
Sa kanila ang bola ngayon. They're down by 7. Here he is. He's okay. He's all right. Pero naagawan siya rito. And let's see. A finish here by FEU. Why not? Si Aaron Baguno ba naman yan eh. So rebounds, shooting,
Yeah.
out, inside and outside.
Actually, si Boral stopped defending kahit na nakasabay siya no?
Kaya nga.
Kasama niya, he really just stopped defending because he was asking for someone to come in.
Ito ngayon silang dalawa uli.
Yeah.
So Aaron Baguno and JP Boral at it.
All players please proceed to the shaded area in front of your respective benches. Both teams are advised to observe proper bench technology.
Look at, immediately the coaching staff of FEU getting down on the players on the bench, telling them, you guys stay there on the bench.
Kaya nga eh. Nakita ka rin nga, tumayo pa si Mo Fati.
Yeah.
Ngayon, pwede ka na tumayo. Pakinig ka muna sa instruction.
And very important ito sa Perpetual because they got their rest. They advanced into the quarterfinals and,
And not only that, they ruled yung
Right.
kanilang group in
Correct.
the entire eliminations
Right.
only with 2 losses. And things were really looking up for the Altas. Double technical. Yun ba naintindihan ko? Oh, meron pa isa.
That may be another player there for...
After the review, here's the sequence of results.
Okay, sige.
Foul number 15, Aaron Baguno. Third personal foul.
Foul on Baguno.
Foul on number 15, Aaron Baguno. Technical foul on number 10, JP Moral for trash talking. And also technical foul on number 34, Mo Fati of FEU Tamas for entering the court.
Yeah.
Oh, Fati.
Yeah.
Second personal foul.
Yun.
Needless to say, if tumayo si Mo Fati, makikita mo talaga.
At saka sa lapad ba
Oh, sa
naman yan?
lapad
Di ba?
yan.
Parang nasa loob na rin kahit nasa
Yeah.
labas. Ang problema ngayon dito, dumami bigla yung fouls dito
Right.
ni Aaron Baguno.
Mhm.
Biglang 4 na no? May
Correct.
personal, may technical. He already had 2 prior to that.
Oh yeah, but if you're Perpetual, you gotta stay composed here.
Yun
Yeah.
nga, yun eh.
You're the leading team in your division.
And they're still at it. Ito naman, si JP Boral.
There you go.
Ganun pa rin eh. Pero
Yeah, immediately you go to your guy who's able to control this game. And right here, itong si Jello Razon, we've been waiting for him
yeah.
to try and explode for Perpetual, and just in the nick of time, hopefully this starts something well for Perpetual.
It's more focused on this ball game and how they're going to be playing. They're still down by 5 right now, 62-57 FEU. And this is already the 4th quarter.
Traveling violation right there.
Remember, ang mananalo rito, makakalaban ang UP Fighting Maroons. And that's this coming Monday sa ating semifinals.
And if ever Perpetual gets to win this, that's going to be the first time they'll be seeing UP in this season.
So that's what Perpetual is doing. Not at all bothered if FEU is trying to play physical on them. But FEU just hanging on to a 2-point lead. Perpetual focused in this game with plenty of time, 8-23.
Coach Mike Sagigit is very pleased with the progress being made by his team so far. It's their first time to reach the playoffs here at Filoil, and claiming first seed was a cherry on top. Coming into this game, sabi ni Coach Mike, it will be 40 minutes of hell playing against a team that is bigger and has their defense locked down, but they have to make it out alive. His focus is establishing the culture and pride of playing and winning for Perpetual, especially since even their rookies are homegrown. This is something he already sees coming to life and hopes will really come into fruition come their season 99. Mention Coach Mike.
All right, thank you very much for that report. Well, we're also impressed by the way his boys are handling the situation here. They're just down by 2, a chance to take the lead or maybe tie the ball game here. FEU may have their own runs, pero the way they managed to come back, itong Perpetual, that's pretty good. For a first-timer in the playoffs nga na binabanggit for Coach Mike Sagigit and his boys.
Yeah, and we all know, come playoff time, defense is the one that wins you games. Kaya kanina, impressive that Coach Mike mentioned that you can't let your defense bog down.
How about this? JP Bilal! Ito, kumbaga parang nagising siya dun sa kanyang mga technicals.
Yeah, and you reward the big man for running that floor. That rim run's gotta be there, especially if you have Mo Fati going up against you. Speed down the floor, medyo advantage ka dun if you're Boral.
Sabi nga, ang Bayani, habang nasasaktan, lalong tumatapang.
Isa sa mga kilala kong habang nasasaktan, lalong tumatapang. Itong si Kiko Mendoza at saka si AJ Mondragon. Grabe nanonood ngayon. Habang nasasaktan niya mga yan, lalong tumatapang yan.
Yun. Tumatapang yung naiinom mo.
Lalo na si AJ Mondragon. Grabe, bibili agad ng sapatos. Sana all, ano?
Grabe. Look at this. Perpetual is on top by 1, 63-62. And look at this hustle play, making the necessary stops. 7 minutes remaining. Let's see here. June Roque attacks underneath. The extra pass. And Mo Fati with a rejection. Bola pa rin ang Perpetual. It's down to 3. The baseline jumper is off. FEU with Cholo Nuevo. Now behind the back dribble. Crossing the timeline.
Sayang yung opportunity na yun para sa Perpetual.
Pero namang FEU wanting to grab back the lead. Cyrus Torres, long and strong. Mo Fati puts it up. It's in.
Yan ang problema. If he gets the ball that up high and he doesn't bring it down, ikaw ang aabot sa kanya. And sa tangkad nito si Mo Fati, medyo hirap pigilan sa side the shaded area.
5 points, 9 rebounds for Mo Fati. Boral, jumper, short, gets it back, drives, he's fouled. And he's going to be shooting 2 free throws. He has come alive in this ball game. He's got 9 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists.
Yep.
Got hit a couple of times behind the head.
Right. Pero right now, after getting hit, he's really woken up to this game. Good start in the first quarter, and now he's finishing strong. It matters not how you start, it's really how you finish. That's more important. And kanina pinag-uusapan natin yung speed nitong si Mo Fati. Right there and then, tama ang ginawa ni Mo Fati. Hindi siya nag-bite dun sa shot ni Boral. Pero nung tumama sa ring, mas mabilis yung reaction ni Boral to the offensive board.
Iba kasi, pagka ikaw ang tumitira, parang alam mo kung saan lalanding. Yung bola. He splits his charities though. Tied at 64 all. 6 minutes remaining. Knockout quarterfinals.
Walang butal.
Wala. Malayo pa. Malayo pa naman. Ikaw naman, oh. Okay lang yan as long as, we're having the kind of an excitement that we expect from the battles of these teams have managed to qualify after the eliminations. Mo Fati has been called for the offensive foul. That's his 3rd already. And ball will go back to Perpetual.
Well, Mo Fati moved a little bit early on that screen. You have to hold that screen for some time before you move. Otherwise, you're going to be called for offensive.
Tap out, Chelo Rason. Right now, talking to his teammates, especially those ones inside, as JP Boral right now with a basketball again. Jude Roque. Boral Whoa, nowhere to go.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed, traveling.
Yeah. Or just too fast for himself. Hindi naman niya kailangan, you gotta be quick but you don't have to rush. Kaya very important talaga yung sinasabi natin palagi na jump stop and stride stop because that second stop on your feet gives you control.
Yes. Kailangan mo rin yung traction eh.
Yeah.
Almost halfway here in this final quarter, and we got a tie ball game at 64. Sleet is fouled.
Yeah. Oh wow, they count the basket though.
Oh, I do believe they'll be given continuation.
Yeah,
Ayan o, nandun yung foul, nakaangat na rin eh.
Yep. One motion nga naman.
Sleet, 6 points.
Ganda ng setup dun sa corner attempt na yun eh.
Yep.
And they got John Abyss fighting for that long closeout, and why not? Because they've been making their three-pointers. I'm sure kung mababa ang percentage, di magko-closeout yan si John Abyss.
But every point
Yeah.
is very, very important, especially in a close ball game like this.
Right.
FEU now leads by 3. Oh, bad pass, bad execution for Perpetual. And right now, Cyrus Torres off the window with that layup. It extends the lead of FEU right now to 5, 69-64. They got to answer back, Perpetual. Pero sino magde-deliver para sa kanila?
Right.
Chelo Rason, behind the back, ikot ang bola. Boral knocks down a three-pointer!
Yeah, what Perpetual's been doing is they're getting the Mo Fatty defender involved in a two-man game and they exploit it from there.
13 points for JP Boral. Offensive foul is going to be called on Royce Alforque. And ball will go back to the Altas.
Genius ploy here by Coach Mike sa gigit, getting involved si Mo Fatty on that ball screen.
Ayun eh. Tinignan eh.
Yeah.
Parang, nandiyan ka pala
Uh-huh.
Pumalis ka sa tabi ko. And it happened right in front of one of our officials. We got a timeout, 69-67, FEU.
Preparation and key, and birthday boy Royce Alforque was the first player fully suited up on the court today at around 11:45 a.m. already practicing his shooting. He says as much as he could, he really tries to get the extra work in. In the game yesterday against the JMT Kings, he contributed 9 assists and says it's not about his personal numbers. He just wants to involve his teammates to claim a win, even if it means taking the extra pass. Sabi nga niya, ang Perpetual ay malakas rin. Kaya bahagi ng pre-game preparation niya ay nanood siya ng mga game ng Perpetual bago matulog. Para alam rin niya ang aasahan niya ngayon. Benji and Coach Mike.
Yeah, from the looks of things, especially with that kind of an attitude, darating yung araw, mukhang magaling na coach din to si Royce Alforque.
Oh,
Nagpo-viewing.
yeah, but why not? I mean, Coach Deno used to be a player too.
Kaya nga, totoo yan, ano?
Well, how about that report by Megan doing that above
And
the
a happy
noise of
birthday
the,
rin
and a
pala.
happy birthday pa, di ba?
Yes.
Good report, Megan.
Sleep falls short. Or rather, Cyrus Torres
Wow.
was anticipating the contact, was so surprised.
Uh-huh. Now you made your stop. Now you gotta make your conversion on the other end.
You know, it's not just FEU struggling with the loudness of the band of the Perps. Yun siguro, isa nakadistract kay Cyrus Torres eh. Pero at that time, JP Boral unable to hit the three-pointer. Oh, how about this swipe and a steal? And they have the numbers Could not finish though, but a foul is going to be given up here by FEU. June Roque will be shooting 2 free throws.
And Roque very forceful always out in the open floor. He's got really strong upper body strength. And even through contact can finish. That time, medyo natapik lang talaga yung kamay niya. Would have been an opportunity for an end one sana kung pumasket yun.
And at this point, na meron lang tayong just over 3 minutes in the ball game. No easy shots for both teams.
And of course, look at the backstory here. It's FEU wanting to advance, having to go through the thread of the eye of the needle. And itong Perpetual naman, kami number 1, kailangan kami umadvance.
Yun eh. Ano nga rito eh, rust or rest.
Right.
69 all. How about that? That's my favorite number. 3:06 remaining. Shot clock down to 7 for FEU. Cyrus Torres.
Oh.
Layo pa sa basket.
Correct.
Sleet has to put it up hurriedly. No! Perpetual with another opportunity right now to grab back the lead. Jello Rason setting up the play. Kanino sila pupunta? Boral and Roque has been delivering for them.
Ayun na naman, 2-man game na naman with Mo Fati.
Uh-oh. Nagka-problema! And here comes... Wow, Patrick Sleep. Cyrus Torres, ba't ba ako nalilito dito sa dalawa na ito? Cyrus Torres doing his thing on defense. Giving back the lead to FEU 71-69.
Halos pareho nung action kanina eh, no?
Kaya nga eh, 12 points for Cyrus Torres. Chelo Rason lets it fly. It's an air ball. Big rebound for Cyrus Torres.
Now you need one stop here if you're Perpetual, if you want to get past the next round.
Ito na. It's either that announcement could fire you up or make you shake and tremble like a leaf.
Right.
Especially if you're, well, they're leading ang FEU for Perpetual. They're trailing. And FEU getting another possession.
Offensive boards just falling on the lap of the Tamaraos that time around.
A 3-day stretch playing games here for FEU. And now, naku, penalty. Magkakasubukan ngayon ng mga free throws, ha?
Yep.
Perpetual has been shooting 72% from the line, 18 of 25. Grabe ang disparity. Only 8 free throws awarded FEU in this ball game.
And John Abby's normally a really good free throw shooter here. That's going to be tested under this situation.
Buti naman, di ka pinahiya. Pinasok yung una.
Yeah.
6 points, 6 rebounds for Abis and 3 assists. Like everybody has played well for Coach Mike Sagigit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh! Short. May butal, Coach Mike.
May butal at may foul. Of course, you remember that Ateneo game, right? Where it went down the wire.
Oh. Nevertheless, here's birthday boy Royce Alforque. He wants a birthday gift for himself here to enter the semifinals.
Yeah. There you go. It's the middle ball screen here. Oh, that's dangerous right there.
Cyrus with a miss. Who's got it? Fatty underneath. Puts it up wild. Perpetual, less than a minute remaining. Down by just 1. Both teams in penalty.
They're getting Mo Fati again involved in that 2-man game.
Jello. Boral goes for it long distance. Nope. Cholan Nuevo the rebound.
Shot selection, you gotta talk about it. You need a 3, do you need a 2? Time around, adding walang depensa, but you have to qualify what the situation is.
Pero yun lang binigay sa kanyang opening.
Right.
Samantala, look at birthday boy Royce Alforque got blocked.
Oh, and Boral making up for that missed 3. Wow.
Coming up in a block, getting that rebound, getting fouled by Cholo Nuevo. is going to the line for 2 free throws.
Yeah, the guy's, what, 94 feet away from the other side of the floor. No need to foul the man. Good defense here, both ends. He ended with that block, secured that ball, and got that foul of Año Nuevo.
JP Boral is 3 of 5 from the line.
Bornley's got to make this first free throw.
He gets it to go.
22 seconds. Shot clock should be off, but they got still 14. So we expect there could be a timeout here called by Coach Deno.
JP Boral with 14 points in the game. And they have the lead back. Perpetual. FEU will call a timeout. Perpetual up by 1.
Advance.
Anybody's ball game at this point. 22 seconds remaining. Are you going to be inbounding? No, they're going to be inbounding in their front court. So there's 14 seconds. And there's still 8 that's going to be left. If they're able to convert. Let's see. Ano ang game plan? How are they going to execute? Oh my God, there's a foul prior to the inbound. It's going to go against June Roque.
Well, luckily, they're not yet in penalty.
Oh, hindi pa pala penalty.
They got one more to give.
Yep. I thought they were already in penalty. How about this hurry shot for the birthday boy? Hard off the glass. Hindi nakuha ni Mo Fatty. They're hanging on to that basketball. June Roque is going to go to the line again. Sleet claiming it was a held ball.
Wow, and how about this drive though? Defense was kept staying. They tried to loop it up for Mo Fatty. Just makikita mo itong mga games, close games that Perpetual actually won in the eliminations. Just show their fortitude in games like this. Close games, they well tested itong Perpetual in those situations.
He makes this, it's still a 1-possession game.
Yeah.
And with 12 seconds remaining. And in this contest, somehow, in this ball game, FEU was shooting better from beyond the arc.
They still have time though, talking about Tamaraos.
74-71, 12 seconds. I'll be right back. All right, back here. Winner go home. FEU down by 3. One possession game. And they have the basketball. Royce Alforque, Cholo Año Nuevo, Patrick Sleet, Cyrus Torres. Here's the play. Cholo, the birthday boy, no Patrick Sleet, missing the 3. They got it back. Here's a hurry 3-pointer. Mo Fatty gets it, but they're still down by 1. 0.7 of a second.
Yeah, but you see those close outs by Perpetual. That basket in by Mo Fatty.
They've been wanting to get that basketball inside of Mo Fatty in an earlier play.
Right. They tried that exit 3 screen on the corner, pero hindi pumasok eh.
0.7. Halos paghawak na yan. Sounding off the buzzer na. Lamang ng isa ang Perpetual. How do you like that? The possibility of UP going against UP. University of the Philippines versus University of Perpetual. Help.
UP versus UP, lalabas, no? If ever, no? If ever.
Yan na nga ba talaga yung oras na
yan
natitira?
Yan na ba yung oras? If ever pa.
Yan ang pinaka-importante dyan eh.
Yep.
Ngayon, mas mauna ba kung sakaling di ka makakuha ng steal? Pero sobrang bilis nito, ha?
Yeah.
Wait lang, yung remaining time.
Yeah,
that's what we're here to find out.
Yeah, they want to check if that really is the time that was left on the clock.
Yes.
0.7. Unofficially, it is 0.7, but they're reviewing. See that again.
Walang foul, actually, So, they just let that basket for Mo Fatty. Pero yun nga, FEU was down by 1.
They're actually down by 3, but they ended up with just that 2-point attempt kasi na-close out lahat nung yung tira sa 3. That first look, though, was pretty good.
Ladies and gentlemen, after review, the time remaining is 0.7 seconds.
Wow, 0.7. Man. And it's Perpetual basketball. And with a 1-point lead. Inbound mo lang yan. That's just about it. And the game is over. Wow, and how many times have Perpetual escaped a lot of their ball games coming up with victories?
Yeah.
Ano nga binabanggit mo sa akin? Yung average?
4 out of their 9 games in the eliminations went down with a 2 to 3 point differential.
Oh my God.
And so makikita mo talagang tested itong Perpetual pagdating sa close games like this.
Mas sanay sila sa dikitan, sa dikdikan. But FEU putting up a very courageous fight here in this ball game. So University of Perpetual Health System Delta Altas will move on to the semifinals, knocking out Far Eastern University.
Wow.
74-73, and what a ball game it has turned out to be.
Yeah, and you have to credit FEU. They went through the wire, through the thread of the needle, going up against Jose Maria College. And really just that last possession could have been crucial in the outcome of this game.
All right, how do you like that? 74-73, a win by Perpetual. And what's this? The best rebounder ba ito? Dahil we are handing out Reyes Barbecue, gift certificate for the best rebounder of the game. And as for Mo Fatty, let's just try to see. Bagay, 11. At ang, sino ba talaga? Pareho ba sila? Pareho
I think
sila
both
kasi.
of them have 11 rebounds. Yeah.
Parehong 11 rebounds. Yan for Mo Fatty and Cholo Año Nuevo. But the best player of the ball game is Jul Roque. He turned out to be coming up with those clutch baskets Even had a dunk in this one, had a three-pointer, did almost everything. Look at this, highlight moves, impact plays, impact points. Perpetual escaping with a win. Congratulations not only to June Roque but also to Perpetual. We're going to be seeing them in action in the semi-finals against UP this coming Monday. Well, hang on tight if you enjoy this ball game that we just had and we were able to bring you. It could be the same kind of intensity and excitement when De La Salle goes up against Letlan. That's still coming up next for the 16th Filoil EcoOil Preseason Cup Quarterfinals, a knockout quarterfinals.